Let me also open Mr. Lali into this conversation. Mr. Lali, you know what my other problem is? That just a few days before this Indian was murdered, a Ukrainian girl by the name of Irina Zarutska, while traveling in a bus, was brutally murdered. Her murder was less brutal than this Indian brother whose head was chopped, but it made more headlines. Donald Trump commented about it. The whole left and right media in the United States started addressing this as some sort of a big problem in the United States. Why hasn't the murder, this brutal murder of this Indian man, not invoked similar reactions? Both were immigrants. Both had come to America for a safer and a brighter life. Can you decode this for me, Mr. Lali?
Vineet, it's American hypocrisy at its best. I mean, I totally am extremely sensitized, and my condolences to the poor Ukrainian noises who didn't even know the girl and goes and slits her throat. And Vineet, there are over $300 million that have been pumped in by various organizations, painting her faces all across America, which you and me will probably see when we go to the next trip. We need, unfortunately, I feel America is imploding. And even with a more heavy heart, let me share with you, after our Indian brother died in Dallas, Texas, an Indian Sikh woman in her 20s, this is in the last 24 hours, an Indian Sikh woman in her 20s was raped by two men in the United Kingdom in UK's Oldbury town. And the attackers further told the woman, go back to your own country, quote close. Vineet, now what has started to happen is that unfortunately, first, a lot of these Goras ruled over 3/4 of the world. I was just going through, a few countries. 195 countries is what the United Nations recognizes. United Kingdom has ruled over 56, which is the Commonwealth. France colonized approximately 40, Spain 35 to 40, and Germany 22. So ballpark figure is over 150 countries these Johnnies have ruled, sucked up for decades and hundreds of years. And now they keep throwing the rule book at us. I mean, I'm shocked that even Switzerland made a remark yesterday on us about our human and minority rights. I mean, Switzerland don't even understand. There are probably more people who take the Indian railways every day than the entire country's population. So this is what is happening. We need is now, first they ruled our nations, they plundered. Now then they wanted our immigrants because a lot of the jobs their individuals wouldn't do. And now because of purely their elections and insecure, insignificant people in their country who do not want to go to college, work hard, work 3 jobs, are demonizing us, especially us Browns, as if we're taking our jobs. Excuse me. If you're paying a techie from India $100,000, your company's probably making $1 billion on that. So you ain't doing any free service to us. You're only calling us because you don't have people in your country who have, especially for STEM, faculties. So now what has happened is that now it's all about demonizing foreigners. And let me expose the American hypocrisy even more. In the last 48 hours, even that Indian gentleman who died is a US citizen. And so was Charlie Kirk. But look at the kind of publicity Charlie Kirk has been getting. Why? Because he was white. Why? Because he was a MAGA supporter. I mean, their FBI chief has twice violated the Lakshman Rekha, Akash Patel, and has already made comments which will influence, because they are wanting to get the death penalty for him. And the entire MAGA and the Trump administration is trying very hard how to nail him, be it the state or the federal charges thrown at him, so that they want to punish the Democrats. I mean, they're still in election mode. And from what I just heard, even from your report, I mean, Donald Trump is still hasn't gotten out. He's still saying this is Trump's war. This is what Trump did. Trump killed the Ukrainian girl. Trump killed. I mean, it's absurd how you have somebody who's such mercurial, mercantilist, misogynistic individual who has the control of the entire world, and what he does even impacts the Noida or the Tripur industries. It's very unfortunate that there is a very uneven balance across the world. And these people who have not skeletons but graveyards in their closet are now lecturing us on what about human rights and how to manage 1.4 billion people in a very vibrant democracy. I mean, I'm just going to conclude by saying that I heard Barack Obama when he came to India and he's trying to lecture us on, on human rights at the City Fort auditorium. I mean, Mr. Obama, would you want to look inward with Black Lives Matter and the kind of divide you have in a country where, with the highest per capita income and so much of, jobs available, still your people are picking up, choosing the gun and shooting for 150 meters just because he does not like the ideology of Charlie Clark. So we need America's imploding. And unfortunately, my unsolicited, unasked for advice to our experts would be that now, please don't celebrate your success, be under the radar, because there are a lot of unhappy people which the MAGA campaign has actually animated them, and this could not be beneath the last attack. I'm very unfortunately saying that.